and the Fairfield Ludlowe Falcons. And now let's meet tonight's starting lineup. First for Bassick, a freshman, number 22, Holman. A sophomore, number 1, Emery Davidson. A junior, number 24, a senior co-captain, number 2, Destiny Allen. And a senior co-captain, number 11, Denisha Watson. The head coach is
That's hot.
And now the starting lineup for Fairfield Ludlowe. A sophomore, number 10, Julia Kuchel. A sophomore, number 11, Emma Sorello. A sophomore, number 13, Anna Hall. A senior co-captain, number 20, Paige O'Connell. And the senior co-captain, number 15, Bridget Paul. The head coach of Fairfield Ludlowe High School is Mr. Tinsley. Your officials for tonight's game, Mr. Max Rothman and Mr. Tom Riley. Ladies and gentlemen, this time I would ask you to please rise and join in the singing of our national anthem, performed this evening by Alexandra Savorova.
From the main gymnasium on the campus of Fairfield Ludlowe High School, it is varsity girls basketball on the Falcon Sports Network, as tonight it's Fairfield Ludlowe and Bassick in Game 1 of a 2-game varsity boys and girls doubleheader. Hello, everybody. Alongside Scott Torello, I'm Ada Blank. A pleasure to have you courtside with us here on FSN, another girls varsity basketball broadcast. And Scott, it's been kind of an odd week for Ludlowe. This is their last week of playing on Monday and Thursday. They'll move to Tuesday and Friday next week. And as we get ready for Bassick, it's a game that on paper should be winnable, but as we saw and have seen this season, no game is really too big for any team to win.
Right. Can you hear me? Bassick has good athletes, Aiden, so they're going to compete. They're going to try to keep the game close. The longer it stays close, the more confidence teams gain.
Off the opening tip, we will see the ball go out of bounds, and immediately Bassick will get it. Ludlowe again trying to knock him out, as they did with some of the weaker teams, including Greenwich. They did try and knock him out early in that game with the full court press, and they'll continue here. For Ludlowe, a predictable starting five. You got Buscher and you've got Torello at the guards. The two forwards are the two Paulmans, Anna and Bridget. So the ball will trickle out of bounds, and then you've got Paige O'Connell starting at the 5.
Yeah, right away, Aiden. Ludlowe applies the pressure, gets an early turnover. Just as you said, right, for some of these weaker teams, they try to use this pressure to take teams out of their game. It's
another young team that Bassick's got. One senior in total. Pass intercepted on its way to Pullman. Far side, they'll take it by Amari Davidson. Davidson will swing. Destiny Allen, the senior, lets it fly, no good. Rebound underneath is going to go to O'Connell, who almost lost it, but a pass goes to Torello. Cross-court, Buscher can't handle it. Trickles onto the Bassick bench. And as we can see there, one player on the Bassick bench, not a very deep Bassick team.
Yeah, it's not often you see a team show up with just 6 players. But unfortunately, that's been the situation that occurs now with some of these teams, and it's harder and harder to get some of these kids to commit to a full season. It takes a lot of effort, a lot of commitment.
Davidson on Sorello will get the first points of this game. So the team that is definitely well undermanned in Bassick is going to get the first 2 points of this game. Here's Paulman inside, and O'Connell's going to get bumped. 6:51 to play in the opening first. And it's 2-0 Bassick.
Yeah, with only 6 players, you certainly cannot afford to get into any foul trouble.
Inbound underneath, that is Pullman. She'll miss. Rebound by Bassick's number 11, Dinesh Wasson. Here's the deep pass inside for Heaven Thomas. There's Watson on the drive, and she'll get it. 4 unanswered to begin this game, a very surprising start.
Well, this is what Bassick's going to do, Aiden. They're going to drive the ball to the hole. They're going to force the action. Ludlowe's going to have to engage in this game. Right now, they're a little too lackadaisical.
Buscher for her first 3 of the night, and they're back to a 1-point game. On the other end, there's a layup. So Bassick certainly holding with them, but again, this is not really something to be too worried about because Coach Kinsley knows that by the second half, this team is going to be heaving as they and panting as they move down the court, and they're going to want a slower game. That's where you want to beat them.
Yeah, Ludlowe is certainly in better shape and better condition. That will play a factor as the game runs on.
Inside, here's Allen. Moving near side on Buscher. 2 very similar players. Very athletic point guards, as are Amari Davidson and Emma Torello. This might be the one team where Ludlowe does not have a extreme disadvantage when it comes to height, as O'Connell will pull the rebound. Here's Pullman near side. Buscher, who's already got a 3, looking for another. She'll reset. On the right side. Left side. In the corner, Pullman. Torello from top. She'll go for the second 3 of the night. It's no good. Didn't even hit the rim. Dan Chanel Holness will get the rebound, the freshman. Destiny Allen with a nice drive, and she's been an impact player tonight. 8-3, and already a timeout is called, and not happy campers are the Fairfield Ludlowe Falcons early.
Yeah, like I said, Aiden, right? They started this game lacking intensity, and when you do that, team jumps on you, and that just gives the team confidence, right? You never want to see a start like this.
So an 8-3 lead, 5:03 to play in the first. Bassick a foul, Ludlowe none. And in this huddle, well, it's not a very intense one, but you definitely want to start getting those points flowing. You've seen the shots selection definitely wider than it would normally be in a game, especially when you know that you're up against a team with only 6 players.
Yeah, right now, Coach is trying to basically re-energize them, right? Let's hit the refresh button. Let's start now. Let's do what we do best. Apply pressure, play great defense, move the ball, get good shots. You see, Bassick has 8 points. All 4 of the baskets, Aiden, are layups. Got to stay in front of these girls. Got to force them to shoot jumpers. Cannot give up layups to these girls.
We see the nest is started off relatively slowly, but will certainly grow as we move closer and closer to tip of the 7 o'clock game, that being the boys. They'll take on Warren Harding. The freshman boys played a really good game earlier right before this one. Got a chance to watch them. Here's Pullman in the left corner. She'll kick. Buscher, right center. Got it! Her second of the evening, and she's on fire from deep early. 8-6. And the Falcons will retain possession.
Yep, it's amazing how when the shot goes in, it kind of energizes an entire team, Aiden.
Especially when it's a long-range shot like that. She can be dangerous when she heats up. Here's Paulman right side. Into the corner for the other Paulman, Anna the sophomore. Now they reset Bridget the senior as they move toward the left side. Here is Buscher inside on the bounce pass to Paulman. Paulman inside O'Connell. Back out. Buscher just missed a third. 2 for 4 to begin this game. Here's Davidson other end. She's gotten all 8 for the Lions. Davidson, the sophomore from top, guarded by the other sophomore, Emma Torello. Very even matchup there. Dan Chanel Holmes. Watson. And Destiny Allen. So everybody getting a touch early for Bassick. Good things to see. Watson guarded by Buscher. Buscher knows that Watson will take the 3. She does, and she misses. Rebound is tipped out, and Paulman hits the deck hard. Good to see her getting up early in this game.
Yep, hard foul. She was falling. Bridget happened to be in her general vicinity there, and she just took her down as she was going to the floor.
Here comes the inbound. It'll be to dish to Nash Watson. Excuse me, Torello. Inside, O'Connell couldn't handle it. Other end, here's Amari Davidson, the sophomore. Inside, and she's hacked as she goes to the line to shoot. First shooting foul of the night.
Yeah, our ball movement has been a little sloppy right now, Aiden. These turnovers are not because of tough pressure by Bassick, right? We should be able to handle this pressure very easily, make crisp passes. We should not be turning the ball over against this pressure right now.
The foul will be called on Juliette Buscher, so she's the first Falcon to pick it up, and the shot misses off the front of the rim. At the line for a second time after missing her first is Amari Davidson, the sophomore part 2.
Yeah, early substitution. We see Trish coming into the game. Might see Trish posting up a little more aggressively in the middle here early on.
You want to try and exploit that one size advantage that you're going to get probably all season as they go to Paulman, who already sees her sister inside, gets the backdoor pass from Carey right back to Carey, and Carey will reset on the right end.
Yep, good ball movement.
Layup inside, misses. The rebound from Heaven Thomas. Thomas pulling in another rebound. She'll be doing that a lot for Bassick tonight. Here's Destiny Allen, the senior from top. Guarded by Buscher, puts one up and got it as she moves into the lane. So the Bassick Lions will hit double digits tonight, trying to pull off what would be a big upset. Anytime you can play a team for the FCAC and beat them, it will be a big upset. Paulman tried to save the rebound, can't get it. Here's Davidson on the other end. Ball trickles through past the fingers of Paulman, who blocks the shot down low. Torello tried to keep it in, but it looked like she may have stepped right on that line as we move along here with 2:44 to go in the first. Two fouls on Bassick, one on Ludlowe. Inbound near side, Amari Davidson, the sophomore, guarded by Torello. Quiet crowd early. There's the interception, and Paulman's going to get her first points of the night as she'll lay it up and in on the fast break.
That's what they need, Aiden. Easy baskets, right? Put pressure on them, make sloppy passes.
11-8 as they bring it up with Allen. Kind of trading roles in the point guard. Sometimes it's Allen, sometimes it's Davidson. Want to throw a team like Ludlowe off. Never want to know who has to go out at the point and guard their leader. Here's Davidson. Now she'll take a turn at the point. And a timeout, the second one of this quarter called by Coach Sarah Kinsley. A little bit worried early here as her team not exactly dominating as we thought they might.
They're not, but they're only down 3, right? Slow start, a little sloppy to start the game, but they're only down 3, still early in the game. This is, again, where you kind of take into consideration that it is a long game, a lot of game to be played. We are the better team. Over the course of the game, that should play itself out.
2:02 to play in this first. It's 11-8. So Ludlowe within 3 to begin this game. Bassick lead has gotten as big as 5. Two fouls on the Lions, 1 on Fairfield Ludlowe.
Yeah, this is a good start for Bassick. Exactly what they were hoping for. Keeping the game close early, gaining some confidence, letting them think that they can hang in with these guys. It's exactly what Bassick had hoped for in this first period.
Inbound Davidson. Torello almost put her in the backcourt. Davidson tried the step back move, didn't really work. Moves from top. Torello really wants that steal. She had a couple in their previous game as there's a layup.
That was a very nice shot.
13-8. That was a beautiful shot. Here's Paulman in the corner. Inside for Carey. Carey baseline. Trying to get out of there. Now here's O'Connell underneath. She'll lay it in. 13-10. They're back within 3. Ludlowe trying to just keep pace with him until they can really outsprint him in that second half.
Yeah, nice move by Paige, using her athleticism in the center there. She is more athletic and faster than these girls. She's got to use that to her advantage.
Ludlowe wants a steal, and it's going to be backcourt on Bassick. So although Juliet Buescher came away with it, the backcourt is going to be called against the Lions.
Yep, just as good. Got the turnover that they wanted. Get the ball back, try and cut further into the lead.
Buescher inbound to Torello inside. There's O'Connell, swing. Paulman, 3. Got it!
That's
that
been Bridget's
spot. That is not a good sign.
That's
she
been
has
Bridget's
heated up
spot.
from that spot. You're exactly right. That is not her. That is not a weak spot for Bridget Paulman, and that's going to cause another turnover.
Yeah, that has been her hot spot all year, Aiden. That corner 3, been very effective for Bridget. She's been so consistent the entire year.
Here's Torello. It was an interesting night against Trumbull because her and Juliet Buescher only combined for 14 points. Normally they're into the 30s, so you know a team that can play defense that well is really going to be a contender. Buescher's already had a couple of 3 chances tonight, has gotten 2 to drop. 6 of 13 points have come from her. Carry the fake. Beautiful one-handed layup. It's 15-13.
Yeah, very nice move. Great pump fake, got the girl up in the air. Nice finish by Trish.
So the junior will get it to roll. Here's the drive and the dish far side. This is Heaven Thomas. 3. Got it! 16-15 as we trade threes here in this ball game. On the other end, it's Paulman falling into the lane as she tried to hit the buzzer beater, but no. So at the end of one, it's 16-15, and a start that certainly was good, but may not be good enough.
Yeah, listen, it was a good start offensively, right? We scored 15 points, but Coach Kins cannot be happy giving up 16 points in the first quarter to these guys. That is porous defense at best, Aiden. That is not trademark Ludlowe basketball to this point in the season. I guarantee she is very unhappy right now.
All right, we'll take a break and see how they return in the second quarter, as we move along here on FS. And Ludlowe and Bassick, quarter 2 when we get back.
Yes. Oh, hi. I suppose you're wondering what an A-list celebrity like me is doing in a place like this. You must know, I'm saving the world. Oh, hi, Beth. Yep, saving the world again. Did you know that 40% of all the food produced in the United States is thrown away? That means everything that went into that food, the pesticides, the water, the land, was all for nothing. Just look at this perfectly good food thrown in the trash. The pizza with extra Cheerios, these goldfish and Band-Aid tacos. And just look at this perfect trash burger. This pasta dog looks delicious.
You don't have to dumpster dive like Ed Begley Jr. to save the planet. Fight food waste by shopping smart.
Second quarter underway. It's 16-15 Bassick as Buescher will inbound to Torello. Same starting 5 that has played the first few minutes of this game. Haven't been subbed out other than Carey yet.
Yeah, and those are good minutes by Trish.
Inside
nice bounce
dish.
pass,
Paulman
nice finish.
got it. Showing some muscle. The sophomore will get it. It's 17-16. And the full court press in full effect. Bassick will get it. We've seen a good mix of all 6 getting good time, and it kind of looks like any of these players can play any position, which is always good when you have 6 players.
Yeah, you're right. Good point.
Torello's pass went a little errant. She'll reset. Wanted Buescher, but she was not ready. Now they'll go Buescher from top. 7:20 to play in the second. Swing corner, now back out. Buescher the drive, baseline. The pass as she faded away. Here's the 2 from O'Connell. That may be the longest shot we've seen her take all season. Used to seeing her camped out underneath that basket, but good to see Paige O'Connell out there. There's a steal. Buescher, a fadeaway that just couldn't get in off the side of the rim. But she'll come right back on defense.
You're right, though, Aiden. Paige hitting a 10, 12-foot jumper. If she can bring that to the table the next 10 games of the season, that'll be a big plus for this team.
From top, here's Davidson. Off to Allen. Allen the drive underneath, splits the D. Foul's going to go on the floor, though. Bassick coached by head coach Keith Pierce. Ludlowe by their head coach Sarah Kinsley with her assistants Brianna Curran, Matt Underko. Kinsley in her 3rd season. Falcons coming in 7-3 overall as well in the FCAC. But the losses they've taken have certainly not been bad ones at all. They had one to Norwalk, as that one will fall. It's 19-18. And the losses have come to Trumbull, Norwalk, and Danbury, so 3 of the top teams have knocked off the Falcons, but their wins have certainly come against some of the better teams too. Here's Davidson on the end. Nice move. Beautiful in the lane. Amari Davidson has taken over this game for Bassick, and really, she might be the reason they lead at 20-19 at this point. O'Connell, another jumper, this time just missed.
Yep, good shot, though. He's just in and out.
The double team in the backcourt, got her in the corner, but Allen able to smart her way out of that and get it.
Yeah, Davidson for Bassick, good player, Aiden. I'm impressed. A lot of skill, making some tough shots. They're going to have to pay attention to her.
Inbound Thomas. Allen will take it. Pass underneath to Davidson. And it's stolen by Pullman. They have numbers, lots of white uniforms. This is Bridget, and she misses. Rebound underneath goes to Thomas. She's gotten 5 already, so she's having a really good night on the boards. Here's Davidson. Davidson on Torello. Scoots by her, and there's Pullman to get the rebound to Anna underneath, and she'll lay it in. So 21-20. Both teams sprinting to begin this game scoring-wise. Plenty of baskets, and if you're an offensive kind of guy, this might be your game.
You're right. Pace has been up and down. A lot of free-flowing basketball right now. Again, this is not Ludlow's style, but Bassick is forcing them to play their style right now.
5:11 to play in the first. It's 21-20. We'll take a short break. Back after the timeout here on FSN.
Anyone can fall victim to moving fraud. Know your rights and responsibilities.
There was never really a valid contract.
Movers must always give written estimates.
I was bound to an estimate, but it was after the fact.
Be sure that any document is complete before signing it, and that it includes information to determine the final charges.
It was a version that I had not seen before.
Visit protectyourmove.gov to download a free moving fraud prevention guide. Search for registered movers and view their complaint histories. Move with confidence.
Matthew.
In a blank, Scott Torello, 21-20, Fairfield Ludlowe on top. As we see the boys' head coach John Daly walk right by us. His team will be competing against Warren Harding, looking for a big win in their late games. The boys, unlike the girls, have not had the best of luck to start this season. They certainly started off strong with an upset over one of the best teams in the FCAC, Danbury, and a big run to the championship game of the Fairfield Prep Holiday Classic, but since then have kind of leveled off, and they really could use a win in this late game.
Yeah, they need to get back on track. They've lost a lot of tough, close games. And sometimes those tough, close losses, they build on you. So it'd be nice to see them kind of gain some momentum.
Intercepted by Torello. Ball trickles into the stands as her pass deflected. Laura Heron, seeing her first minutes of this game, will inbound. She'll be in as Butcher will take a seat. Heron near side. Pullman banks it in. Perfect timing for Anna Pullman to start heating up, and it's 23-20. Largest lead of the night has been tied for Fairfield Ludlowe. Out of bounds underneath.
Yeah, good passing, good ball movement. Nice shot by Anna.
It'll be inbounded underneath by the Lions' Destiny Allen, the senior. Trying to body her way out of that was Elia Thompson, the freshman. There's a three. Missed. Just off the mark. Rebound underneath. Tipped around. Got it to Thompson. Watson will reset. Here's Amari Davidson, sophomore. Trying to put the moves on Torello. Misses. And she's hacked down low. So as Amari Davidson hits the deck, she will head to the line to shoot. Students have come and gone as the night has moved along. 4:27 to play in the second. Here's Watson. Watson up top for Davidson. Davidson starting to get the better of Torello so far, and she definitely has sped up those moves. Torello having a tough time keeping up.
Yeah, she's a good guard. She's got good ball handling, and she's got good quickness.
She'll get hacked as she tried to pass it. That'll be Torello's first. Trish Carey will sub into the game. See who it's for. It's either one of the Pullmans, most likely. 6 on the court for Ludlowe, and off goes O'Connell. So Paige will see her first rest minutes of the night. She'll take a seat. And a well-deserved rest after getting some much-needed baskets so far. Loose underneath, picked up by Carey. Carey near side, and now they'll move with Pullman. Bridget underneath, got fouled, but they'll call the basket off.
Oh, that was an and one, Aiden. Tough call.
She'll get fouled as she drove to the basket. Trish Carey will inbound underneath. That is Bassick's third. Ludlowe has passed him with 4. And when Bassick starts to play this faster game, Ludlowe has no choice, really, but to start fouling, slow it down. Torello, wide open jumper, just off the rim. Rebound underneath. Scoots away from the Bassick player, Allen, and got it to Pullman, who's now going to get pushed out of bounds. 3:44 to play, and it's 23-20.
Yep, good hustle. Almost had the turnover. Worst spot you can be in on the court, Aiden, is in that corner.
Inbound goes to Davidson. Far pass, Watson. Davidson again, well, not wide open, but right down the middle. She'll miss the 3. Here's Aaron. Pullman, fake the shot, put one up, and got it.
Nice shot. Good fake again by Anna. Nice job finishing.
So for Ludlowe, their first double-digit lead of the evening. As we settle into this early evening action, it's Allen on Heron. Allen has been a handful even for Butcher when she was out there. Here's Davidson, drive underneath, kick far side. This is Watson, puts one up, no good. Rebound, though, goes to Davidson, who will body her way in there. Get fouled by Torello on the way up, and she'll go shoot 2. 2:56 to play in the second. Ludlowe with their first double-digit lead of the evening. Davis will hit. Cuts the lead to 4. Can bring it to a single possession with a shot here. And she'll convert. So Bassick has missed just 1 free throw tonight. Underneath, Carey, Pullman. Nice move. Can't get it. She's had a couple of baskets so far. Here's Torello. Pullman for 3. Missed. She's got 1 so far. 2:35 to go. Here's Allen. Kick far side, 3 on the way. It's off the side from Watson. Here's Torello. Running far side. Inside for Carey. Paulman, Heron wide open, uncontested, just missed. Off the side of the rim, got trapped between the glass and the hoop. And now the rebound underneath. The back pass from Carey is going to be intercepted on the other end. Allen playing catch with it, and it was way over the head of Heaven Thomas. So Laura Heron will inbound for the Falcons.
Yeah, beautiful ball movement by the Falcons there. He got a wide open shot for Laura. She missed it. That's okay. You got to take those shots. We ended up getting the offensive rebound. Again, 2 great looks that didn't convert. Those shots are going to go.
Heron again. Bang. She will knock it down. And an easy shot to open up the night for Laura Heron. Here's Amari Davidson. Misses underneath, and the jump ball gets called. Paulman getting wrestled by a few Lions. And it'll be Allen to inbound the senior. The inbound play will take it right back up top for Davidson, the sophomore on Torello. Here's Thomas. Gives it off for Watson. The freshman will reset, and as I said, you look at Watson. She's running the point. Inside, nice move by Allen. She can't get it to roll. Rebound, also no good. Off the side of the rim, rebound by Carey. Bassick will keep the full court press on. It seemed to work for them tonight. Here's Heron, can't handle it.
Good idea, though. Push the ball up the court. You see how the coach is using his timeouts early to try and give his team a rest. Interesting strategy, but he's already used 3 in the first half here.
Yeah, and Keith Pierce not hesitant to give his Lions a little bit of a break, and I guarantee you he will use all his timeouts in all the games this season. As long as they have 6 players, they are going to be much needed, especially in the second half when they're going to be really just tired.
Yeah, I mean, that was a questionable one, right? There's only a minute left in the half. You've already used 2. Still have a full half to go. You're only down 5. I think I would have saved that one right there.
A minute 9 to play in this second quarter. It's 27-22. Certainly a slower start for the Falcons than they would have liked, but they'll take the lead. And this second half, we all kind of knew coming in would be the half where they're just going to pull away. And we'll see what happens with the second half in just a bit, but first we need to end the second quarter. Here's Destiny Allen. She'll get it. Working on Heron. You notice how Bassick really totally against this press that the Falcons are putting up. It's going to tire them out and tire them out quick, make them do a lot of running and a lot more thinking than they would want to do. Laura Heron will pick up her first foul. And to the line goes Allen.
Surprisingly, Bassick has not been affected by the press. They've actually handled it quite well. They have enough ball handlers. I'm impressed by how they're handling it so far.
First shot. Just misses. Second missed free throw of the evening for Bassick. She'll miss her second, so 0 for 2 was Allen, and she's going to be kicking herself after that. Could have brought him back to a 1-point game. Instead, it is Paulman over to Torello, who's directing traffic. Heron scoots free. Will get it. Now Paulman. One of the tougher assignments, Davidson. Torello misses. Rebound underneath for Deschanel Holmes. Deschanel. Near side, Watson. Back top, Davidson. Wonderful acrobatic move underneath. Misses. Second shot also misses. Down to 20 seconds. Rebound pulled by Trish Carey, kind of taking over O'Connell's role as the rebounder. Excellent move by Paulman, and she'll get the end one. It's 29-22 with a 30th on its way here at the free throw line.
Yeah, beautiful Euro step there by Bridget. Nice job finishing, gets a chance for the A1.
So off to the line. We'll go Bridget Paulman. She'll look to convert. And one. 14.5 to play in the second. Got it. 30-22. Fairfield Ludlowe up by 8. Here comes the inbound. Poked free from the hands of Thompson. Barely got it to Allen, who runs. She blows right by Heron, finds an open Davidson, who cracks the three, no good. Rebound for Pullman. She's got a last-second shot. Did she get it off? I don't think she did. She hit it, but they're going to call it off. And as much as I would hate to admit it, that definitely did look like the right call.
I think you're right, Aiden.
She was a little late on it.
I think it was the right call. It's unfortunate. It's always exciting seeing the half-court floater go in. Do we have the replay over here, Aiden?
It was an incredible shot either way, but it looked like she may have just missed it. So with 9 minutes on the clock, we will take a short break. Back for second half action. It's 30-22. This game blowing right by when we get back here on FSA.
Yes. Oh, hi. I suppose you're wondering what an A-list celebrity like me is doing in a place like this. You must know, I'm saving the world. Oh, hi, Beth. Yep, saving the world again. Did you know that 40% of all the food produced in the United States is thrown away? That means everything that went into that food, the pesticides, the water, the land, was all for nothing. Just look at this perfectly good food thrown in the trash. The pizza with extra Cheerios, these goldfish and Band-Aid tacos. And just look at this perfect trash burger. This pasta dog looks delicious.
You don't have to dumpster dive like Ed Begley Jr. to save the planet. Fight food waste by shopping smart and using what you buy before it gets trashed.
That's way better. Ooh, arugula.
Do your part and find out other world-saving tips at betterthaned.org.
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be.
There is no typical firefighter.
We farm about 3,500 acres. There's pipelines everywhere. The contractor working on my property did not have the lines located before he began work, and it resulted on a strike on a natural gas pipeline. Fortunately, no one was hurt, but it could have been much worse. Calling 811 or visiting clickbeforeyoudig.com in the U.S. only takes minutes to do, and it can save your life.
Many medicines used to treat colds and flu contain acetaminophen, a pain reliever and fever reducer found in hundreds of over-the-counter and prescription medicines. But taking too much or more than one medication containing acetaminophen per day can damage your liver. So always read the label and don't take acetaminophen if you drink 3 or more alcoholic drinks every day. To learn more, visit fda.gov/OTC pain info. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Food and Drug Administration.
Anyone can fall victim to moving fraud. Know your rights and responsibilities.
There was never really a valid contract.
Movers must always give written estimates.
I was bound to an estimate, but it was after the fact.
Be sure that any document is complete before signing it, and that it includes information to determine the final charges.
It was a version that I had not seen before.
Visit protectyourmove.gov to download a free moving fraud prevention guide. Search for registered movers and view their complaint histories. Move with confidence.
Matthew,
I know that a lot of times, Mom, it might not seem like I'm listening to you, but I am. And what you say really does matter to me.
All the talks we've had over the years, including what you've told me about not using alcohol and other drugs, they stick with me, and they make a difference, especially at times that matter most.
Hey, want a drink?
No thanks, I'm good. So thank you, Dad, for preparing me for what's ahead.
Thanks, Mom, for always being my biggest fan.
Thank you for talking.
All right, crew, let's get started. Sure.
Don't ignore the law. You must call 811 at least 2 to 3 days before any digging project so you can avoid hitting our essential buried utilities. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811.
Are you thinking about buying medicine online? A search for online pharmacies yields more than 20 million results. But which ones can you trust? Medicines bought from unlicensed online pharmacies can be dangerous. You may get a fake drug, your condition may get worse, or you may experience a bad reaction. Don't put your health at risk. To learn how to find an online pharmacy that's safe and legal, visit fda.gov/BeSafeRx. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Making is in essence telling a story. Every time I make something, I'm telling a story. When a kid gets their hands on the world and learns that they can make their fantasy play, that they can make their reality, that's power. As far as I'm concerned, everyone should feel that kind of power. So if there's something that interests you, go figure out how to do it. Go tell your own story. There it is. I want to know why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
Both my legs were amputated due to an IED. It's when you start to try to get back into like an everyday life. I absolutely felt like I lost some of my purpose. There must be something more. When DAV came into my life, they gave me a new mission. I could still be a productive member of society, could still support a family.
The DAV gave him that sense of structure and purpose again to get his life back together.
Visit DAV.org to learn more about our mission.
We believe in patriotism. We believe in our nation's youth. We believe veterans earn their benefits through their service to our nation. We believe in a strong national security. We believe in our country. For 100 years, veterans have been impacting our nation through the American Legion, and we believe it makes a difference. If you believe, learn more at legion.org/webelieve.
Most of us like to be out in the sun. That's why sunscreen and other safety measures are key to protecting your skin from aging and cancer. The FDA recommends using a sunscreen with an SPF of 15 or higher. Also, look for broad spectrum on the label. That means both harmful ultraviolet A and B rays are blocked. Remember, SPF plus broad spectrum equal healthy fun in the sun. Visit www.fda.gov/sunscreen for more information. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Meet Blue. Blue's not feeling well. The prescription? Generic medication. Blue wonders, do they really work as well as name brands? Yes, generics and name brand medications do work the same. Even though they may look different, generics have the same key ingredients. FDA approval is equally rigorous for generics to make sure they're as safe and effective as name brands. And Blue even saves some green, making him a little less, well, blue. Talk to your doctor about generics and visit fda.gov/generic drugs.
Question: what will you find on all over-the-counter or OTC medicine packages to help you choose the right drug and use it safely? The answer: the Drug Facts label. This label lists the medicine's active ingredients and purpose, how much to take, and warnings you should know before using it. Remember, even OTC medicines you buy without a prescription can cause side effects you don't want. So follow the information listed on the Drug Facts label. For more information, visit fda.gov/drugfactslabel. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
I was diagnosed at 65.
37. Earlier than most.
Every 9 minutes, someone is diagnosed with Parkinson's disease.
And every one of them can turn to the American Parkinson Disease Association. Visit apdaparkinson.org to learn more and show your support today.
Okay, so third quarter underway here at Fairfield Ludlowe. Here's Torello inside O'Connell. O'Connell back out, and it's Buescher from top. Buescher sat those last few minutes, so the Falcons bringing their starting five out in the second half, as they have every game this season very rested. Buescher, the trigger early from three, no good. Rebound, Anna inside, and Pullman's got it. 32-22, largest lead of the night by far. A 10-point advantage.
Yeah, nice rebound and put back by Anna. Nice and calm, right? Got the rebound, gathered herself, turned and finished.
Travel underneath, and we're going the other direction. Ludlowe moving from our right to our left. In the white with blue trim, Falcons across the front. Blue lettering and numbers with silver trim on the numbers. Underneath, Pullman gets hacked. Bassick will move from our left to our right. Their uniform's really nice. You like the lettering in front. Bassick draped across the front in nice text. They'll have white trim, white letters and numbers, little black trim. First shot good at the line for Pullman.
And Anna's having a really nice game today. Really playing nice and composed.
She hasn't missed much, we'll put it that way.
Yeah, Trumbull had her rushing last game. You see just how much more comfortable she is this game and how much better she's playing. But listen, Bassick is not Trumbull, right? That's why Trumbull's one of the better teams in the state.
Ludlowe did receive some votes for the latest Game Time Connecticut Top 10 Girls Basketball poll. Receiving one. For ninth place, Buescher on the steal. She'll lay it in. 36-22.
This is the exact start Ludlowe was looking for, Aiden. A little run, put this game away, and enjoy the rest of this half. Another turnover by Bassick. Could really salt this away with a few more points here.
Not at all what we would have predicted in the beginning of the game, but the second half certainly starting the way that we would have predicted, as Pullman will bank in another. She is on tap to be a leading scorer tonight, trying to replace her sister Bridget, who has been the leading scorer for Ludlowe in most of their games this season. Nice move underneath as Allen lost it, got it back. A couple of shots roll up, finally one drops. 38-24. Could barely hear a reaction from the crowd as Pullman will travel. A little confused as to where the call was, or what the call was under the basket. Is going to be inbounded by Bassick. Here's Allen. Nobody guarded the inbounder. And instead they try to double team the one they know is going to get the ball, Marie Davidson, excuse me.
Yeah, they're trying Paige on her this half. A little more length. See if that bothers Davidson this half.
Davidson to top. She's been really the only struggle. She was blown by the Falcons D like nothing in the first half. Notice they have taken Buescher off of her. Inbound coming underneath from Allen. They use a more conventional inbounding play. And right go to Davidson underneath. They swing it back out. Watson. 5:53 to play in the third. She's at top, near side. Guarded tightly by Torello. Doesn't want to get without farther than her arm's length in back of her. Underneath, skips out. Watson, money. She'll hit the three, so one of the first threes we'll see today from Bassick. So Watson has the hot hand early in this second half. Bounce pass, finds his way back out. Pass intended for Buescher, taken away by Allen. Laura Heron will check back in this time for Torello. So Torello, her first bench minutes of the night. Trish Carey will go in as well. There's a nice layup. 40-27. So some new faces out on the floor.
Yeah, beautiful pass by Bridget. Nice flash by Paige. Wide open layup. Nice when you get those easy baskets.
Watson off to Holness, the freshman, to Allen, the senior. Blocked underneath, but she'll sell it as a foul. The question is it a shooting foul?
Looks like he raised his hand, held up to 2. It is a shooting foul.
So Allen will shoot, the senior, to the line. Missed off the side of the rim. A foul on Ludlowe, a foul on Bassick to begin this second half. Ludlowe with the possession arrow to begin. And she'll go 0 for 2. A rough last couple of shots at the line for Bassick.
Yeah, they started out making their free throws, kept them in the game early. When you want to make a comeback, Aiden, those foul shots so important. They have to go.
Here's Ballman. Inside, they found Carey, and she had her defender's back turned toward the hoop, so it's 42-27 again. This rally that will likely take Bassick out of the game if they don't do something. A foul underneath, so Davidson attracting a foul, something that may be one of the only things they need to worry about in this second half.
Yeah, she's a talented guard. You got to stay in front of her. She played a great first half. She's definitely their best player.
4:37 to play in the second. First shot is off from Davidson.
Another miss from the foul line for Bassick. About their 6th miss in a row, Aiden.
And she got it. 42-28, almost a football score here. It was kept in bounds by Heron. Buescher from top. Ever since hitting those first 2 threes, it's been relatively quiet tonight.
Yeah, but it's how the team plays, Aiden, right? Besides Bridget, they don't really have a primary scorer after that. They all chip in, they all contribute. So points kind of ebb and flow throughout the game.
Watson gives it up to Allen. Allen at top, guarded by Heron. 4:06 to play in the third. The far side. They give it away to Allen, and she is called for a travel.
Yeah, after the quick start to the half by Ludlowe, they've kind of settled back in. Be nice to see them kind of get their offense back in order, find the middle of this zone, get another easy basket.
Here's Ballman. Bounce pass, Buescher. Just off. You could see she wanted that to fall. Instead, Pullman will get it, 44-28. Allen to inbound. Here's Thomas. Up top, guarded by Heron. Moves far side, now Allen. Oh, wow, that was as close as you could get to hitting a shot. Allen into the backcourt, and she'll have to take the backcourt violation. Not much you could have done there. Bridget Pullman will get her first rest of the night. Everybody's had a chance on the bench now.
Yeah, good move bringing Ida in, right? She's a three-point specialist might find some gaps in this zone to get her a nice, easy shot.
A new face, a group of new faces out there, as it's Buescher, Torello, O'Connell, Carey, and Bochy. Tipped out of bounds. And Bochy will inbound to Torello. Bochy right next to the Falcon bench.
You know, Bassick may only have 6 girls, Aiden, but it's done a nice job rotating them around, getting girls a quick breather. It's made the most out of having only 6 girls.
Underneath, and they certainly have competed for a team with 6 girls very well, and Davidson, one of the reasons why, she'll pump fake and get it. Buescher, the home run pass. Bochy will get her first points of the night. Another Falcon to add to the scorecard. It's 46-28.
Yeah, very nice outlet pass. Nice job running the court by Bochy. Nice, easy layup. That's how you get yourself into the game, Aiden.
Juliette Buescher picking up her third. Something you don't see that often, especially from one of the point guards.
Yeah, with an 18-point lead, you're not really concerned about fouls at this point, right? You just let the girls keep playing.
Davidson inside, misses. Rebound Torello, she'll run with it. Far side, Bochy. Inside Carey, wide open, and she missed. Rebound will go to Thomas, but Buescher immediately picks it up.
Yeah, you see how Bassick is really looking fatigued here, Aiden.
Inside, the backdoor pass, and O'Connell will get fouled on her way to the line.
Yeah, they're starting to basically exert their will on them. You see how they look very tired and sluggish now. The ball movement is really getting to them.
First shot is off. Minute 40 to play in the third. It's 46-28. And Trish Carey will sub out. She's had a tremendous night coming off the bench.
Yeah, great minutes. Hitting her shots, moving well on offense and defense. Nice rebound by Bochy.
Threw it up, and she got it. It's 48-28. And we're not even into the fourth quarter yet. A minute 30 to play here in the third. Ludlowe on their way to hitting 60, 70 points. Here's a shot. Good. So Bassick able to get some momentum.
Yeah, nice shot.
Bassick is backed off the full court press. Underneath, O'Connell, back out Bochy. Bochy missed, but O'Connell right there for the rebound, and it trickles out. Sarah Kinsley guiding him right there, telling him that's our ball.
Yeah, good hustle by Anna and Paige underneath, forcing that turnover. Really not a turnover, right? Just a hard-fought ball.
Ludlowe a big next couple of days. They've got Trinity next week on the 22nd, then the 23rd the next night. They're at Sacred Heart Academy before being home to New Canaan, and then they hit the road for a while. Central, Darien, before St. Joe's at home, and then West Hill Staples on the road, and then Ward at home. So they've certainly got a big road schedule coming up after this next week. Shot rolls off, but Bochy, the first one to go for that rebound, and she'll get it. No backcourt violation. Torello with 53. Kick to Buescher. Buescher near side. Resets with 50.
Yeah, next week is a huge week, Aiden. Trinity Catholic, if they can beat them on Tuesday, they can really set themselves up for a nice spot in the FCAC tournament.
We'll have Trinity Catholic, New Canaan, and possibly Sacred Heart, depending on how things work out, right here on FSN. 30 seconds to go. It's down low. Loose. Picked up by Bochy. Backdoor pass from Carey. Inside for Paulman. She's got it. And it's 50-30. Largest lead of the night at 20 points. And while they wanted steps underneath, instead it's a push with 17.4 to play.
Yeah, Bochy has come in, giving him nice minutes. She's really playing hard.
4 fouls on Ludlowe, 3 on Bassick. One of their first games where they haven't really gotten into foul trouble. Ludlowe wanted maybe a little bit of an offensive foul as down low. Things were getting a little physical between Elias Thompson and Trish Carey. Thompson again, this time splits the D. Another questionable foul to say the least with 2:2 to play.
Yeah, she was stumbling through the lane. Definitely a bailout call by the ref.
So Elias Thompson, the freshman, will shoot. 5th foul for Ludlowe. Bassick still with 3. Thompson's first off the side of the rim, no good. Ludlowe will try for another buzzer beater. Hopefully this one will count. Shot on the way is good, so it's 50-31. They'll inbound. Buescher, Paulman, again didn't get it off. So again, a little late, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. Take a short break. Back in just a bit here for the 4th quarter on FSN.
Making is, in essence, telling a story. Every time I make something, I'm telling a story. When a kid gets their hands on the world and learns that they can make their fantasy play, that they can make their reality, that's power. As far as I'm concerned, everyone should feel that kind of power. So if there's something that interests you, go figure out how to do it. Go tell your own story. There it is. I want to know why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
Into blank, Scott Torello. And a quickly paced game here at Fairfield Ludlowe. It's 50-31. Ludlowe on top of Bassick. 5 fouls on the Falcons, 3 on the Lions as we get ready to begin the 4th quarter. Happy to have you along here on FSN. It's a night where we're really going to be paying a lot of attention to what's happening outside as far as weather and school delays for tomorrow, but it's good to get inside for a little while.
Yeah, here we are, middle of January, right? We've had no snow to this point. Weather's been very cooperative, so tonight could be the first snowstorm of the year. We'll see.
It's been cold temps, but nothing has fallen so far this year. Inbounded underneath by Destiny Allen. She'll go out and brought up by Davidson, the sophomore, guarded by senior Paige O'Connell. Shot missed underneath. Rebound. She'll get it. She's like a little spider down there. You can't control her. She's jumping all over the place. A couple of shots go up. None of them go in. And Paulman hit the deck with a Lion.
You never want to give a team that many shots, Aiden, right? Regardless of the score, up 19. Bassick just had 4 basically bunnies up at the basket. You just never want to give up those kind of shots.
It's happened a few times tonight. Here's Boshi. They swing for Bridget Paulman, who's back in the game after spending the last few minutes of the 3rd on the bench. Paulman trapped in the corner, gives away Torello. Torello looking, still looking, now pulls up and missed. Off the side of the rim, no good. After hitting the glass, here come the Lions. This is Watson underneath. The clutch shot from Destiny Allen will bring it to 33 for the Lions. Other end. Here's Torello. Boshi, the drive underneath, has got 2 already, and an offensive foul called against Irabochi. Obviously not happy about it. It'll be her 2nd foul. 6th on the team, so Bassick will be shooting in a little bit. Underneath, here comes Destiny Allen. Home run pass. Underneath it's Watson. The senior swings back out. Allen has had a lot of the points tonight. Flat shot, no good. Rebound to Anna Paulman, to her sister Bridget. They went for Paige O'Connell, but the pass went AWOL, excuse me.
Yeah, good idea. Had Paige open. Just never had a handle on the ball, though.
And Keith Pierce, you can hear him all the way over here on the other side of the court, not happy about that call.
He's done a nice job with this team. You know, he's kept them engaged. They're only down 17. I mean, 6 girls, all things considered, should be pretty pleased. Again, though, I thought he used that last timeout in the first half. Too late in the half, though, Aiden. He could have used a timeout in that third period to give his team a break, but he opted not to because he didn't have any left.
Here's Bochy. Can't get the 3 to work off the front of the rim. Buscher will grab the rebound and reset. She's had a couple of 3s tonight. And she works to Paulman. Now back top Bochy. Here's Paulman.
Yeah, they're not in a rush, right? They're up 17.
And especially with no shot clock.
Clock's running. Just keep moving the ball.
Paulman gets a questionable foul underneath. Didn't really hear much or see it. That'll be Bassick's 4th, and Anna Paulman will go shoot at the line.
Yeah, it may have been a bailout call there. Anna drove into traffic. But sometimes when you're the aggressor, you get those calls.
Shot on the way is good. 50-34. Second shot of the way from Anna. In and out, but they get it right to Paulman, and she hits it. That was a textbook tip off the missed free throw. And Anna's miss becomes her sister's hit. A foul on the other end and one. Destiny Allen hacked as she hit it. So they'll hit 36.
Yeah, this is what you don't want to see if you're Ludlowe, right? I mean, again, the press has not bothered Bassick all day. They're up 18 at this point, 5 minutes left. Be nice to see maybe make a few adjustments, get ready for Trinity Catholic on Tuesday, because right now the press has not been effective. They're going to need to tweak it before Tuesday.
Here's Allen at the line shooting. Going for an and one opportunity, no good. So she'll stick with the 2. Here's Paulman to Buscher. She's had some rocket ship passes. None of them have been intercepted tonight. It's Bochy to Paulman.
Great ball
O'Connell
by Ludlowe.
Again, saved by Buscher. Was right there to get the tip pass. You can tell she's eager to get the scoring going, but will take an assist as she dishes it off for Bochy, who misses, gets her own rebound, also misses, kicked out for Paulman, she'll miss. Paige O'Connell had the rebound, but got it poked away as we move to the 5:18 mark. 53-35. That one's gonna go on the other end. So it's 53-37, and finally, the timeout gets called. So, 53-37 here in the 4th. Back in a bit here on FSN.
We believe in patriotism. We believe in our nation's youth. We believe veterans earn their benefits through their service to our nation. We believe in a strong national security. We believe in our country. For 100 years, veterans have been impacting our nation through the American Legion, and we believe it makes a difference. If you believe, learn more at legion.org/webelieve.
Most of us like to be out in the sun. That's why sunscreen and other safety measures are key to protecting your skin from aging and cancer. The FDA recommends using a sunscreen with an SPF of 15 or higher. Also, look for broad spectrum on the label. That means both harmful ultraviolet A and B rays are blocked. Remember, SPF plus broad spectrum equal healthy fun in the sun. Visit www.fda.gov/sunscreen for more information. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
The last 5:08 ready to be played here at Fairfield Ludlowe. Juliet Buscher, the sophomore, brings it up on the near side for Fairfield Ludlowe. leading Bassick 53-37, looking for their 8th win of the season, would bring them to 8-3 overall and in the FCAC. Buescher fires off. She's gotten some good looks, just hasn't been able to connect as of late. She did have 2 in the first.
You'd love to see him make one more push here, Aiden. Put this game officially away. Let some of the other kids finish this thing off.
Yeah, it's been in that odd spot where you can't really put all the subs in quite yet, as that shot banks around no good. Rebound from Carey. She'll muscle her way through. It's 55-37. As I was saying, it's kind of in that spot where it's too close to put in the subs yet, most of them at least.
Yeah, you're exactly right. No, it's definitely not quite salted away at this point.
That one tipped around and trickles out, but picked up by Davidson. Guarded by Heron, way out from beyond three-point land. A couple of steps inside, and she'll get the layup to roll. 55-39. Other end, there's one from Paulman. She's had a night to remember.
Yeah, she's made a lot of baskets tonight. She's played a great game. But again, see this press, Aiden, how porous it is? This has got to be alarming for Coach Kinsley. The press has been terrible tonight.
Well, that one was put on a tee for Anaya Thompson, the freshman. Lots of freshmen on this team, a team that's certainly built for the future, as Paulman hits again. Normally it's Bridget Paulman when we call out the leading scorers, but Anna has certainly put herself in that category tonight.
Yeah, listen, she's found herself in the good spots, and she's making this basket, so good for her.
Inside, try to get another basket, but Allen can't get it. Firing across the court. Pass intended for Heron, but intercepted by Davidson. Amari Davidson underneath will be hacked as she went up. That'll be Ludlow's 8th. See who it's on in a moment. It's going to be on Bridget Paulman. It'll be her 2nd, so no one's really gotten into terrible foul trouble.
No, you know, overall, it's been a kind of an uneventful game, right? Again, just little things you just got to make sure you clean up and end this game appropriately with. Specifically, Aiden, the press. Cannot be, if you want to go back and look at this film, she could not be happy with what she sees.
3:20 to play in the 4th. Here's part 2 for Davidson. She'll go in, out, rebound, will go the other end. So to be inbounded by Heron, and a timeout is called. 59-42, back in just a bit. More fourth quarter action on your way here on FSN.
Meet Blue. Blue's not feeling well. The prescription? Generic medication. Blue wonders, do they really work as well as name brands? Yes, generics and name brand medications do work the same. Even though they may look different, generics have the same key ingredients. FDA approval is equally rigorous for generics to make sure they're as safe and effective as name brands. And Blue even saves some green, making him a little less, well, blue. Talk to your doctor about generics and visit fda.gov/generic drugs.
Question.
Fourth quarter action continuing here at Fairfield Ludlowe, 59-42. It's a 17-point lead for Fairfield Ludlowe. Haven't really jumped away too much as Aiden Blank alongside Scott Torello. Pleasure to bring you in. Is the crowd beginning to arrive for the later game as well? A good mix, and the girls certainly have been asking for those crowds this season. The Nest is kind of shown up tonight, but you would want a little bit more for them, especially when you get to a record like 8-3. Trinity Catholic's going to be a big game, and that's something you're definitely going to want to see lots of support in.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, at least there's some support tonight, right? Maybe they build off of that. They are having a great season, 8-3, really surpassing people's expectations. So hopefully as the season now winds down, more and more momentum kind of builds for the girls.
Buescher lost it as she drove out of bounds, and with 2:58 to play, Bassick will inbound. Ludlowe not backing off the full court press. Interesting. Up by 17. And they go home run for Davidson. She'll get some baskets here as she banks this thing in, 59-44.
I bet we have given up close to 10 layups off of our press tonight, Aiden.
Herron misses, skips off the rim, no good. Pullman the rebound. And it goes through Herron out to Buescher. And when you play the press in a situation like that, those are okay buckets because she just out-sprinted you, but it's the easy buckets where they just go right down low and there's no defense to stop them that are not okay and need to be fixed. Here's Buescher near side. She'll kick to O'Connell.
You see, this game is not in jeopardy at all, right? They're up 15. Bassick's really putting up no defensive pressure. They could just pass the ball around the last 2 minutes. But
And
this
it looks
is
like
not
that's
how
what they'll try to do.
This was not how they were hoping to end this game.
Pullman stolen away as she went up for the layup. This is Davidson on the other end. She's one of the better players in this that we've seen so far, especially at that role as both a point guard and a forward.
Yeah, she's a very good
on a
guard.
team like Ludlowe, you add a player like her to a team like Ludlowe, and we're talking about an FCAC championship caliber team. Inside, and it's going to go off the shoe of Thomas. Nothing you could really do there. That was actually Holness. Buescher inbounds underneath the basket. Right next to the nest. And Pullman banks it in. Again, a night to remember for her. If there's a silver lining, it would definitely be Anna Pullman's performance tonight. She has taken over this game, playing the role of her sister really well. Inside, missed the shot, carried the rebound, home run pass to Herron, trying to get her some buckets, and a nice little roll to the basket there. So 63 is what Ludlowe hits with the minute 10 mark here.
Yeah, definitely a great game by Anna. You know, this should help build confidence, right? Some big games coming up. You just went over the schedule. This is when you bring the ball out and just kind of salt this game away. No need to shoot.
A beautiful step back move on the other end from Destiny Allen. The shot underneath goes off the rim and out, but we'll see a foul underneath. It's going to be their 9th. So Ludlowe has really had a foul problem in this second half, kind of what we're used to seeing, where they are way up into those foul totals. 51.8 to play. So inside a minute. And to the line to shoot goes Heaven Thomas, the junior.
Yeah, 8th win of the season. Gets them officially into the state playoffs, Class L, which is a nice accomplishment. It's only the 11th game of the year.
They went last year and they lost in the first round to a team that would take a deep run in Enfield. Obviously, their goal here, not only to qualify for the state playoffs, but they want to be a home team in there. Same thing with the FCAC playoffs. The difference is in the FCAC, it's here at Ludlowe for the quarterfinals. So you win enough to get to the FCAC playoffs, and you are playing at home whether you're the 8th seed or the 1 seed. Pullman will put up a late shot. She'll miss.
Yeah, that's not a good shot, Aiden, right? They just got to bring the ball out, run the clock out. This game is over.
Here comes Davidson. Guarded by Buescher. She wants probably one last shot. Inside for Holness. Shot goes in from Davidson. She'll have double-digit buckets on the night. But with 5 seconds to go, there's really no stopping this Ludlowe Falcons team. They are headed to the FCAC playoffs as Pullman will hit it at the buzzer. 65-46. And the Fairfield Ludlowe Falcons will once again go on to the state playoffs.
Yeah, nice win, 8-3. And again, you know, it's a team that continues to surprise, Aiden. It's been fun to watch this season.
So that will just about do it for us. We are back this weekend, assuming all the snow and everything permits. We've got a big day, Super Saturday. We'll be setting up tomorrow night. We've got cheerleading at 10 a.m. on Saturday morning. That'll go until 1, the Ludlowe Cheer Invitational, first annual, and we're happy to be a part of it as we've got our connections over at Ludlowe Cheer helping us out with that one. Then that night we'll have hockey. And a familiar face, Cam Manna, will be back on the call at 6 o'clock from the Wonderland of Ice. So for Scott Torello, Griffin Forberg, and our entire FSN crew, I'm Ada Blank, 65-46. the final Fairfield Ludlowe over Bassick, and the Falcons are officially in to the state playoffs. We'll check with you on the 22nd, and we'll have a great night for Ludlowe and Trinity Catholic. Have a great night, everybody.